Hey there, Preston here with Chrome Conceal, and I got a really boring subject that we're going over today, but I think it's rather important because we're covering on-page optimization, and in this video, I'm showing you probably the biggest mistake that newbies make, but even advanced SEOs are making when it comes to on-page optimization. I'm serious when I'm talking about this because so many gurus and so many people teach on-page optimization, and they say, oh, you need to make sure you use your keyword 1% of the time. Make sure you use the keyword in your title, and if it's in the footer, make sure you take it out or you're going to get penalized by Google. And I'm telling you right now, a lot of the stuff when it comes to, percentages on how many times you should use your keyword in the article and all this stuff is just BS, because every niche in the SEO industry is different. And I'm going to show you exactly what I'm talking about, and I'm going to show you the mistake that everybody is using and how to do proper on-page optimization. So let's watch the video and get into
episode of Chrome Conceal, and I want to talk to you right now about proper on-page optimization. So let's dive right into things, because a lot of people just don't teach it the correct way. A lot of people teach specific formulas. They say, oh, you need to use your keyword 3% of the time, and if you don't, you're going to get penalized. Well, I'm here to prove those guys wrong. So proper on-page optimization. So first things first, there is no specific formula for on-page optimization. And the reason I say that is because every niche is different. Every result on Google for different niches is different. So I'm going to get into that in a little bit and explain what I mean. So basically, the key to perfecting on-page optimization is copying what is already working. So when you get into a specific niche, look at the first page and copy who's already ranking and copy their on-page optimization, because they're obviously ranking for a reason. So now that's one of the most important things. I want to give you a base foundation though. This is obviously just a really simple base foundation that you can start with, but I'm going to get into some of the more advanced stuff that you need to be doing later on to really perfect your on-page optimization. So obviously, for when you're doing on-page optimization, you want to try and shoot for a minimum of 500 words at least. That's going to build up the relevancy and help Google understand what your website is about. You want to try and add, a couple relevant YouTube videos. Add images with alt tags using your related keywords. Geotag your images. If you're doing local, geotag your images. If you're doing local, you need to be geotagging your images. That's going to make a big difference on local rankings. You want to make sure you're linking out to authority websites on your on-page. So on your website, let's say you were trying to rank a plumbing website, you would link out to, plumbing associations, plumbing, universities, whatever it might be, right? Link out to authority websites to build that relevancy and build that trust. And keyword density. So this is what I want to get into. Keyword density, how many times should you be using your keywords? Where should you be using your keywords? And I have one simple solution for this. There's no specific formula for this. There's no such thing as using it 1% of the time, using it 2% of the time. It's as simple as copying the competition. Copy the competition. So what does copy the competition is? Basically, see who is already ranking and do what they're doing. So look at the first page, look at the niche you're trying to rank for, see who's already ranking, and just copy what they're doing. It's as simple as that. That way it's going to work, because they are ranking for a reason. The reason they're ranking is because they have their on-page optimization on point, and that's why they're on the first page. Obviously, yes, they're doing some backlinking strategies to boost the authority, but if their on-page was not correct, they would not be ranking. So they're ranking for a reason, so why not just copy them and do what they're doing? So the reason I say this is because every niche is different. That's why it's important not to use a specific formula, but to copy the competition instead. Because if you use a specific formula, you got to realize that every niche is going to be different, and so specific formulas aren't going to work for certain niches. So just copy the competition, and you're going to get the same results that they're getting. Do what's already working. So basically what you want to do is check the top 5 websites that rank and copy their keyword density. And don't just copy their keyword density, but look at what other things they might be doing. So just for an example purposes, I just typed in plumbers Vancouver, and what you can do is you can just see who's ranking first. Come to their website, and you can see obviously there's not a lot of content on here, but what you can do, I'll get a better example here just so I can kind of really show you what we're trying to do here. So we'll load up this second one here, and you'll notice these guys have a little bit more content on their page. So what you can do is actually come to the top 5, and you can actually copy their article or their content, and we'll see if I can actually copy this. You can copy, why is it not scrolling down? Let's see here. For some reason I cannot scroll. There we go. All right, so we're gonna copy the content, and you can see the article ends right around there, or no, it actually ends right there, or there's even more. But basically you're gonna grab the content, and you're gonna come over to a tool like word counter, and basically you can add all of the content inside of here, and it's gonna count the words. So you know that they have 523 words. So kind of like how I said you want a minimum of about 500 words, and so you can see that that's how many words they have. So they have 527 words, and what you can do now that you know how many words they have, you can actually count how many times they're using their keyword. So we're going to come here, and you're going to hit Command F, and then when you hit Command F, you're going to have the ability to find stuff on the page, so you can type in the keywords. So we're going to type in plumbing, and we're going to see how many times they use the word plumbing. So, and it's going to highlight it. So you type it in here, and then it's going to highlight it on the page. So we typed in plumbing, we hit enter, and so it highlighted there, then you hit enter, and you can see right here where my mouse is moving, it shows you how many times they use it. They use it 24 times. So we're going to see how many times they use it in the article though. So we know 1, 2, 3, you can see it moved right here, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So they use it 16 times out of 523 words. So you got a pretty good idea there. Now you can calculate, the density there. Just all you have to do is go 16 divided by 523, and you're going to get your keyword density. So then now you can do the same thing for Vancouver, because they're trying to rank in Vancouver. So see how many times they're using Vancouver. So you can see here where my mouse is moving, they're only using Vancouver 9 times, but we're just going to check here. So we got one, or that's showing up with the video. So we got, let's see here, where is it highlighted? I don't see the highlight. Oh, it's highlighted right here. So that doesn't count, that's a video title. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We got 7, plus they used it in their footer. So 7 times, so now we can go 7 times out of 523, calculate the keyword density for that keyword, and then move on to the next one. So the next one we'll type in plumber. And it looks like they're not using plumber at all. They've only used plumbing and Vancouver. They don't even use the keyword plumber because it's not showing up at all on this page. So there you go. Now you know what the competition is doing. So calculate what write this stuff down. Make sure you grab like a text pad and write all these stats down. How many times they're using their keywords, and find out their keyword density. And then just come back to the first page and go to another website and just see what these guys are doing. Copy this article, grab this article, scroll down, copy the article. And once you got that, just come over to the keyword counter and paste it in there. So you can see they're using 467 words. And then you're going to do the same thing. All you're going to do is click on their website, hit Command F, and type in Vancouver and see how many times they're using Vancouver. So they're using Vancouver 9 times as well. So they're using Vancouver the same amount. Let's type in plumbing. They're using plumbing 17 times. Now I can't remember what the last one did, but I'm pretty sure it was like 16. So you can see they're very similar. They're very similar with their keyword density. But that's what you're doing. You're going, finding what the competition is doing and copying them. And then, take a look, see how many images they're using. You can see they're using YouTube videos. They're linking out to different websites here. So that's what you want to do. When it comes to on-page optimization, it comes down to just copying the competition. Don't listen to people who say there's a specific formula, because there is no specific formula. There is what works now, and basically what works now is whoever's ranking on the first page. So go to the first page of Google, whatever niche you're in or niche you're trying to rank in, copy the first page, copy the top 5 guys that are ranking, and copy them. Copy their keyword density, copy what they're doing with images, copy what they're doing with, their linking structure. And when you do that, you're going to get the same results because you're doing exactly what's already working. So that is my basic on-page optimization. That is how you do on-page optimization like a boss. So use this strategy, stop using specific formulas and go out and kill it with your on-page optimization. Thanks for watching, and see you on the next Chrome Conceal episode.